It is Civil Discourse now, and this is February 7th, 2025. I had to think about that. We are here on planet Earth. Cassie Jackson is. How are you, Cassie?
Hanging in there. How are you doing?
I had better decades. Okay, so like Susan Collins, who's the bizarre senator, United States senator from Maine, went in to get an adjustment from the chiropractor, and they threw her out. You know why?
Why?
She doesn't have a spine. Anyway, sorry about that. So we're looking at what has happened lately, and to wrap it up, what people can do because people are going to have to demonstrate. There is nothing within the Constitution.
Well, hold on. Let's frame what we're talking about. We're talking about what I had asked Mark at the end of the last episode, like, what is Democrats didn't do anything. What is it? We don't want to be violent. Is it going to come from cybersecurities, working with attorneys, or is it going to be an uprising of? Yeah. So that's what we're talking about.
Musk now has control of cybersecurity.
Right.
And that's scary.
And pretty much, well, and
huh?
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, he works with Russia.
Yeah, and I mean, and right. So, like, how are we going to dissent and resist when now we don't have control even over potentially, the court system, right? And the police. So, I mean, I don't know. Can you just what are your thoughts though, just really quickly on the whole, and we are both nonviolent humans, but at what point?
No, I'm a pacifist.
But listen, these people are not going to listen to protest rallies. They don't care, right? And we can also call.
Okay, wait, no, please, because earlier today I saw that there were a couple of dozen cities in which people are demonstrating today. None is being covered by any of the networks.
Right.
So it's
it's not. Yeah, it's as if it's not happening. And so I'm sorry to get so worked up, but I just wonder, what.
Well,
and there's always calling your representative, but let's be really real about this. When your representatives do not have a voice or be marginalized, or even at a national level, we don't. Let's be real. I mean, I don't want to waste people's time. I'm not saying that's a waste of time.
Wait. Our representatives here in Indiana.
No, I mean,
we have 2 United States senators that are in the bag for Trump. So fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in Indianapolis, so Andre Carson is my U.S. rep. He'll listen, but I mean,
but it doesn't. But that's what I mean. We don't need to be sending letters to representatives where we know what's going to that's a waste of people's emotions and time. And I'm not trying to say that's not effective in certain places. I just want to make sure, I want the people in Indiana to be, because the fact that just in general, people's emotional and psychological resources are diminished potentially. I want everybody's effort to for them, even if it's not making. I want it for them to feel like they're having an impact in it does. By the way, real quick. Getting out and protesting and being with groups of people is so good for you to do. And I will continue to do that. I've been at the State House 4 times in the last week and a half. We should continue to do that. I am not saying don't dissent. I'm not saying do not rally. Do you get what I mean?
I do. Now I'm tossing something else out there in terms of what is bad going on. The Republicans in their platform last summer promised they would not touch Social Security or Medicare. Well, guess what? They want to hack them. Now Musk is saying, and Musk is in with Russia, and Musk should be charged with offenses if he's been lifting as much money as it appears to be that he has from the U.S. Treasury. But he's saying, well, we got to cut corners to what? I mean, to provide rich people with big tax cuts. And trickle-down economics and all that doesn't really work, except for the really rich people. And so what do you do to stop them on that? Well, when all of a sudden they're taking away Social Security, and they're saying, well, maybe you ought to work to an older age. Why? So Musk can shtup his latest mistress so that Trump can feel good about himself and pay off more porn stars? Fuck you people.
But
My
how does
God.
that get stopped? How does he get stopped aside from like assassination, right? Which is
No,
not.
don't say that. No,
No,
no.
I'm saying it. I don't fucking like. I have no intent or plan, but I have homicidal ideation all the time for Trump and Musk. Let me be really clear as a mental health professional. Homicidal ideation just means that, like, you are at the point where you're like, if they die, not a big like that might save a lot of lives. If you have intent, which means that you are actually thinking about doing it and you start to plan to do it, that's a real fucking problem. But do not, no, we are going to normalize mental health right now in the United States, and also intrusive thoughts of wanting these motherfuckers not to be alive. And that is, and I am like a big lover. I don't want people to die, and I am not supporting people being violent towards these individuals.
Okay,
Nonetheless,
Not that it's done.
where, like, let's be really real. We can talk shit all day long. We can call them names all day long. Where is it going to stop, Mark? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can talk about how they fucking want to slash Medicaid and how whole this is. So it's like, but what's the?
Okay, here's the thing. We have the mechanism in place in the Constitution to remove somebody from office. However, when you've got majorities with the party that is with that person, it's not going to get very far. The court system is in bed with them. Now, what has been really shitty is this. The Democratic Party has said, well, we're opposing them. We'll do what we can. And every time we've got to make we got concessions. We got to do a compromise. Every time there's more and more authoritarian rule involved.
I know, they just don't understand. They're inching it. They're inching it each time. And it's like, you're fucking stupid. Where were we 3 years ago? Like, how much have they inched the fucking game? Like idiots. Honestly, if the democracy of the United States goes down, I want to be here to just say, like, it is on behalf of the Democratic Party that fucked that shit up and not fighting back. Sorry, not sorry.
No, actually, it's the evil party doing it, but the Democratic Party certainly didn't help at all.
No, they just and they didn't stand up, and they didn't have loyalty and patriotism to what they fucking swore to do. And that, to me, like, I mean, you're right. We can be like, who is it? The fucking victimizers or the but like, bullshit. My whole premise is say it out loud, and I give zero fucking passes for a party that has refused to put their foot down and try to save the goddamn country, like they continue to perpetuate they want to do.
And all that can happen. Okay, you have two major political parties. The statutes in this state, Indiana, are written such that it's virtually impossible to get a third party off the ground. Mm-hmm. So at best, we're going to be sitting in Quagmire for a while.
And so third party nationally, like, because that's the pushback I get for being a Green Party. Like, is that reasonable or not? Because it seems like systems are not set up for a third party.
Green Party is not feasible because not in
Indiana. I just mean, like, in general, like, nationally, is it feasible? Because that's the pushback people will say, like, this is a two-party system. And even if there was a candidate, let's say, that was like, oh my gosh, just came out of nowhere, it's not set up for a third party.
Cassie? But when you say, well, what about everywhere, not just the state? All politics is local. So if you're going to look at what you're going to do with the party, you have to look where you are, because laws and parties and how they can function are different by state. So here in Indiana, we really have a difficult time replacing one of the two major political parties, and that they have it set up to benefit the two major political parties because leaders of those two parties wrote the statutes.
Right.
So the thing that people can do, and sure fucking try to do, is run for office. And hell, that's what it boils down to. Don't let them just take this government and this system without.
And so, but what we're looking at is like a marathon situation where it really comes back to, you tell me, I'm seeing if this is like a good summary of what you're saying is like, because I'm like all over here and like, are we gonna have to have military action? And you're like, bring it back down to the basics, but then it's a marathon situation where we just need to get people in the positions and then voters out. I mean, that just makes me want to cry. That's the goddamn solution if that's it. But like, I mean, I guess that's
and the flip on that is how many different groups are saying now, well, we backed Trump, but now he's turning around taking all our retirement away. I mean, there have been like firefighters unions, police unions. They let those people out of prison. How we were wrong.
right.
It's like too fucking bad, assholes.
Yeah,
He's been telling you
I
for a couple
feel
of
that.
years
I
he's gonna
feel that.
free
But
them.
I love that you express that. And this is why I like our talks because right now when we're both going through it differently, but I feel your rage. And you have it deep still for these people that voted for Trump. I just want to offer you a different perspective of how like some people are grieving, which is me, which is I have so much compassion for those people right now. It's fucking weird and sick. I feel so bad. Who I don't feel bad for are any Democrats or anyone still not being able to take criticism about the Biden. Like it's so. I just want to note that that's very unique, and it speaks to how people are going through what we're going through differently. Because I'm about like I will like love on some MAGA who are like, oh, now we're. Which is weird,
No, I
which is
mean,
weird for
that's
me.
like,
But the Democrats can fuck all anyone that brings Kamala or Biden out of their mouth. I literally just want to be like, don't fucking know me. So
yeah, but I mean, in 2016, that election afterwards, I got so tired of hearing backers of Secretary Clinton being vicious towards backers of Senator Sanders and backers of Sanders being vicious towards Clinton. It's like, you guys are setting fire to the same house you're both in. And that made
yeah.
no sense. And
I
by the
get it.
same
I get it. But nonetheless, like if there's any time, right, to criticize the fucking bullshit ridiculous
God,
attempt at saving the country that the Democrats made, and I don't eat your own people, whatever. It's now. This is now during the grieving process of what you let fucking fall is when I will have my moment of no, it's on you all. It's gross, and we can agree to disagree on that, but they're very real. Yeah, those are. I
and
don't know what else.
and those are the final words from
Yeah.
Cassie Jackson, who's the Jezebel spirit, shows right there in the background. With our all-star neo-fascist lieutenant governor here in Indiana. Oh, where's my face? I need that
Oh
face.
my goodness, Mr. Beckwith, little boo boo
Yeah,
pastor. Guess
actually,
what
wait. I don't want to spoil surprise.
Okay, never mind. Something's
We're
coming.
going to have a special guest on here. Guys, you have a nice weekend,
All
Cassie. Have a
right,
good
thanks,
one.
Mark. Appreciate you.